Hello guys, I'm Yeni Sari, the lecturer of Industrial Engineering, Universitas of Surabaya. We meet at Lean Enterprise System class and we will start discussing about the introduction to Lean Enterprise System today. First of all, we will learn about the concept of Lean before we are moving into how Lean concept can be applied in the enterprise system. The definitions of the concept of Lean is Lean focusing on eliminating waste from processes and increasing process speed by focusing on what customers actually consider value and working back from that. If we see the definitions of the Lean concept, and we can derive three keywords to describe the concept of Lean. First is Lean. The objective of Lean is try to eliminate the waste. Later, you will learn about what waste we mean in Lean enterprise system. It's not the waste of the food that you throw every day in your daily life. It's not the waste of the industry, like the water waste or the something related to the garbage. Yeah, it's not like that. It's waste in the industry perspective. Yeah, you will learn about what is categorized as waste in Lean concept. And the objective is we try to eliminate waste as much as possible. If we did that, if we do that, we hope that we can achieve the increasing the process speed. Usually, when we talk about the process speed, it's related to the time, yeah, whether it's a cycle time or we usually call as the production time. Production time is the durations of time that we need to produce a part or a component in a department or division. While cycle time here means that the total time that you need to produce a product from the beginning, from the material flow into the process until the output, the product output, the output came out from the production process. And the last keyword is focusing on the customer value. So we will learn about what value of the customer, what customer define as value. Yeah. So let me give you some illustration about the customer value. When we're talking about the customer value, usually people will relate the customer value with the what we call as the key success factor. Key success factor. And we can define key success factor as many attributes, whether it's quality attribute, cost attribute, delivery, innovation, sustainability, or even safety. Yeah. Different kind of industry will might have different key success factors. So let's take an example, the vaccine industry. We are in a pandemic now. We are waiting for the vaccine so we can meet again through the offline classes, not doing like such thing like online classes like this. So when we're talking about the vaccine industry, vaccine industry, we didn't talk about the key success factor of quality attribute. Yeah, the laboratory rely on the quality on the laboratory testing. Yeah, we have no capability on doing that. We also didn't talk about the cost attribute. The government pay for it. The government pay for the vaccine, so it can distribute to all Indonesian citizens. The value here in the vaccine industry is we can relate it to the delivery. Delivery is talking about the time. So how the pharmacies industry can produce the vaccine as soon as possible, yeah, with the shortest duration time, with the shortest cycle time, and also how the government can distribute the vaccine around Indonesia, all over Indonesian provinces, uh, fast as possible. Through the management of the logistic process. And let's say, let's take an example in the service industry. Yeah, maybe in the education industry like university. Yeah, what is your customer value? You can ask yourself, what value do you want? Yeah. If we related to the key success factor, maybe you want the quality attributes such as the accreditation, the highest accreditation, a unggul accreditation for the local or national accreditation, or even you expect the international accreditation, so you can continue your education, your master education abroad, or you can work in the multi-company, multinational or regional companies. Yeah. You also talk about the how sustainability. Yeah, you wish that you will choose the university that have a great number of alumni, and so you have the networking. Yeah, networking. You have the alumni in many industries, so you have the networking when you want to find a job, or when you have a business, you need that networking to expand your business. So this is what we define as the customer value. I already mentioned just now, every industry, different industry might have a different customer value. In the pictures, let's see the pictures. You see waste elimination. These pictures is trying to describe the different way between the traditional focus and the focus of the lean concept. Okay, let's see how the traditional way of thinking. So I will give the illustration. Say we have the production rate in a company, for example, 80 units per day, and we work for 8 hours per day. So here we can know that we have the production rate is about 10 unit per hour. 10 unit per hour. So if we have the demand for today is about 90 units, the traditional focus will try to doing the things by work longer or add people or equipment. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Okay. So if we have the demand about 90 unit per day for today, and we only can produce about 80 units per day. So the traditional will try to do the overtime. Or let's have the overtime for 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. So the regular we can get the 80 unit, and then we will get the overtime production is 1 hour, so we can achieve the or to fulfill the demand. So what happen if our demand is about, if we say our demand now is not 90 units, but it's about 160 units, rather than we do the overtime for 8 hours, maybe we consider about buying another equipment, like another machine, the same machine that have the same production rate. So we increase one machine to two machine. Yeah, we wish that we can increase the capacity of 80 unit to 160 unit in order to fulfill the demand. This is sort of how the traditional way of thinking. Yeah, we used to work longer and then add people, add equipment, doing the overtime, buying the machine, and then duplicate or adding the one more shift like that. So now we will talk about the difference of the lean thinking. The lean thinking is if we can see the pictures, and then we have the lead time here, it's about 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours to produce 80 units per day. One day we have 8 hours. Yeah, so we will try to break down the process. We will try to break down the process. Yeah, the process, and then into several activity, more detailed activity, and we try to see whether which activity is categorized as waste and which activity is categorized as the activity that contribute the customer value. Yeah, so if we talk about the productions, so the value is related to all the process that can change the raw material into the end product. Yeah, so since the beginning of the raw material of the vaccine came through the production process into the end product, we call it that as the activity that contribute the value to the customer, and we usually define it the production. But however, when the process can break down into more specific activities, we can see that there's sometimes people is moving around in the production area. They waste the time to finding the equipment, the sporting equipment to do the job. And then sometimes the production should be stopped because of the breakdown machines. Sometimes they need to delay the production process just because the people need to transport to the warehouse to take the materials, the sporting material or the additional raw materials that they need in the production area. So in lean thinking, they will try to see the process during the 8 hours, and then they will separate it into what we call as the value added processes or activity, and what we call as the waste. And hopefully we can reduce the time. Yeah, we can reduce this. If we can reduce the time, maybe with the we wish that we can produce 80 units with the shorter time, like say in the 6 hour. Yeah, so you can see the difference. Yeah, the difference between of traditional way of thinking and lean way of thinking. So lean way of thinking is try to see the regular production time, and then what kind of the activity that we categorize as wasting time, and then we try to analyze to do the improvement to reduce that activity, because the activity is like the employee need to transport to another division warehouse to take product. Why we don't move some raw material as the buffer stock? Yeah, so the employee do not need to transport too far or spend longer time, so we can shorten the production or the lead time. Yeah, lead time here, it's like the cycle time. Yeah, the time, the duration that we need from the raw material coming into the flow into the production process until the end product came up from the production process. Yeah, lead time, cycle time, it's the same terms in the lean concept. So if you can produce 80 units in 6 hours, I think uh, it's about, let me calculate first, it's about what is the production rate now. Okay, the new production rate now, is 80 divided into 6 is about 13.3 units per hour. Yeah, you can see that we have the improvement now. Previously, our previous production rate is 10 units per hour. Now it's 13 units per hour. So when we work about 8 hours, yeah, so you can 8 hours, we will have the production about 13 multiply with it. We already have 106 units. So if you have the demand of 90 units, traditional will do the overtime, but lean no. Yeah, even you work for 8 hours, you already can produce 106 units per day. Yeah, you don't need to do the overtime, but you also have a more efficient process to support to increase your production rate. So guys, if you have any questions, you can write it down. We will have the discussion sessions at the end, maybe, or you can ask after in the next session, in the next meeting. Yeah, or you can chat in the group, in the WhatsApp group, that the link I have given you in the beginning of the class. Okay, next slide is talking about the brief history of Lien. And you can see from the slide, yeah, if you read it fast, and you will find many names, several names like Taichi Ono, and then Ford, Japanese production, Japanese company, Toyota, and then Womack Jones and Ross. Yeah, Lean is truly the concept that comes from Japanese. At that time, it's a difference between it's the concept of the mass production principle that we know it's come from the Ford company. Yeah, we also call as the Henry Ford as the father of industrial engineering, or the father of the father of the mass production. Yeah, we learn about the concept of the mass production from the Ford company. But different thing happened in Japan at that time, because the Japanese the automotive industry in the Japanese is after the World War, after the oil crisis, after the post-war, Japanese require small quantities of cars, but produced in many varieties. Yeah. Some families, some customer need the SUV cars, yeah, semi-purpose vehicles. Some need the small car, some need a larger car. So Japanese automotive manufacturing manufacturing companies try to develop many varieties of car, and uh, each variety is produced in small quantities. That cause that mass production principle is not suitable anymore. We need to do many changes over from one variety to another variety. We also produce in small quantities. So Taichi Ono figure out uh, the concept of lean, uh, and it's the famous terms is we know now as the Toyota Production System, or TPS. And after a new concept of lean is known by the industry, the Womack Jones Roos tried to introduce the concept of lean in the American industry, in the American automotive industry. And you can find the book on the machine that changed the world. That is how Womack Jones tried to introduce lean in American automotive companies. So when we talk about the Taiji Ono, or the concept, the terms of Toyota production system, you can see in ULS, there is a Toyota production system basic handbook that you can read. And then I will show you the total production system house. Yeah, you can see these the house. Usually house is building with the foundation. The basic foundations of Toyota production is some terms like heijungka, standardized work guides, and stability. And also the important is the pillar, the pillar of the Lien is talking about the just-in-time concept and Jidoka concept. And the last one is the roof, the objective of the Toyota production system is to achieve the goal, whether highest quality, lowest cost, or shortest lead time. So mainly we focus on the KCD. Yeah. This is also the things, the attributes that have been discussed since even I'm the undergraduate student. My final project is talking about these three attributes in a company. How I try to manage the quality using the design of experiment, how I try to reduce the cost using the activity-based costing concept in order to calculate the cost of goods sold HPP with the right way, so we can get the more reliable more reliable cost, yeah, for the manufacturing cost of goods sale. Another one is talking about the delivery, but at the time the company have no issue, no delivery issue, so it has been done. it haven't it hadn't discussed so much in the delivery attribute. So when we talk about the Toyota production system, I will back to the slide here. So when we talk about the Toyota production system, you will be introduced to the oldest concept of production system is called as Jidoka, how to build in quality. It's introduced by Sakichi Toyoda, the Toyota founder, and then it's developed, and then the sons of Sakichi Toyoda, called as Kichiro Toyoda, developed the just in time, and then now Zidoka and just in time have become the pillar of the Toyota production system house. So the two most important pillar of total production system house is just in time and Jidoka. Guys, I'm sure that you heard about the terms of just in time many times in several subjects in industrial engineering courses. Just in times, it's mainly talking about how you can reduce the inventory level, how you can use less inventory. I myself experience this in my life, in my daily life. Yeah, before the pandemic, we will spend about one or two times having a large shopping. Yeah, we buy a lot of noodles, oil, cooking oil, yeah, many things, and we spend about 1 and 2 millions. Yeah, but when in the pandemic like this, while people is hardly it's hard to go out, yeah, and then we change our behavior in buying things. When we need the cooking oil, we just go to the nearest mini market to buy one or two, and then we use it. And then when the inventory level is low now, is going down, is close to the empty, we will go again to buy. It's like the concept just in time. And then I myself realized that I spend less money, yeah, less money in shopping in my inventory stock. Now I don't have uh, the cooking oil inventory so many as previous. Yeah, I have one or two stock, and when it's empty, I going out to the nearest mini market to buy. It's quite like the concept of just in time. Yeah, in manufacturing company, they used to produce so lot. Like I afraid that my machine will break down, I produce more. I afraid that there might be defects, so our quantity is not enough, I produce more. Yeah, so it will cause the inventory level keep going increasing. But just in time, it's mean that you need it, you go buy, you order to the supplier, you need 10, you order maybe 11 or 12 or exactly 10, and then the supplier will deliver the product just in time when you need it, and then you will deliver just in time to your customer. So it's mainly talking about the uh, reducing the inventory. Yeah, talking about the to reduce the inventory level. Other important concept is we call as jidoka. So jidoka is the second famous and important pillars of Toyota production system. Yeah, it's come from the Japanese word mean automatic or automations. So Japanese company or Japanese paradigms of quality is really uh, related to the consistency, and usually human they define as not consistent. Yeah, because human works depends on the emotion, tiredness, and so on. So judoka try to stop and notify of the abnormalities, and try to build the process have some kinds of the intelligence, so they didn't do any error. If the process have identify occurring some errors, the machine of the process have the intelligence to stop the process. So guys, you maybe when you do the study excursions in your first year, you visit some company like Yakult, Pocari Sweat, and so on like that. If you visit the Japanese company, you usually can see that they are clean, and then they are tidy in everything, and then we can see the production process the community that visit the company can see the production process. And you will see many automation process, and then the workers or the humans is doing the job that the machine cannot do, like the maintenance, the investigating of the errors, or so on. I will show you the example of the how Jidoka is built in the production flow, in the production process of Pocari Sweat. Yeah, you can see that they try to buy they try to build the intelligence, so the process can detect the errors, the defect product, and then after that the process have the ability and intelligence to stop the process or to uh, uh, taking out the defect product from the production line. So it might be a little bit lagging when you see I turn on this YouTube video and then in this recording. Yeah, but you can search the same link here. I will put in the slide later. And with the title of production process Pocari Sweat, I just want to show you how many Japanese company build the Jidoka. Apply the Jidoka or build the quality into the process. Yeah. So you can see that many process is done by the machine, the conveyor. There is no idle between one process to another process. Yeah, this is the concept of how Lean will apply into the efficient production line. So you can see just now there's several checking with didn't with which does not have not done by the human but the machine. So you can see if the machine check if the specification is not fulfilled, the defect product will thrown away. So yeah, you see the inspector camera, yeah, is built into the machine. Yeah, so this is the concept of how Jidoka is applied in the lean production line. So we are going through the 14 principles of Toyota production system briefly, and those 14 principles are grouped into 4 foundations. The first one is long-term philosophy. It means that every time when the company want to do something, they need to have a long-term philosophy, not a reactive action or a reactive decision making, or a reactive that consider the short-term objective only. So the principle one say, base your management decision on a long-term philosophy, even at the expense of short-term financial goal. Yeah, it means that when we want to fix the process, we think whether we add the equipment or we want to buy the new equipment. We want to repair the existing equipment or we want to buy the new equipment. If we decide to buy the new equipment, we need to think the long term. Does the technology that we buy already obsolete or a new and advanced technology? The next principle which are categorized into the second foundation is Japanese companies, lean concept really trust the right process can produce the right result. Yeah. So you can see the Kumon, yeah, the Kumon. They base on the daily improvement of the student who doing the worksheet, yeah, and then they measure the time, they measure the score, yeah, and because they trust that a right process will create a right result. Yeah, it's not focused on the result. It's quite different with the Western approach. Yeah, Western approach is uh, no matter how you do the process, we just want to know you get the result. Yeah, so that's why some company determine the results and they didn't mind how the workers doing in the process to achieve the result. But in Toyota production system, they really concerned about how to manage the process in the right way and how to do a right process. So we can see here, principle 2 say, create continuous flow to bring problem to the surface. Yeah, if the production flow is not flowing like the water flow, yeah, it stopped several times in different processes. It means that you need to figure out what caused the process delay. Principle, principle 3 said, use pull system to avoid overproduction. You will learn about the difference between pull system and push system. Yeah, if we see the traditional concept of production, what we call as the mass production is we get the raw material here, and then we buy the raw material, we put in the production process. Yeah, this is the process, and then get finished good. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we continue buying the raw material to and flowing into the production process to produce the finished good. Yeah, and then the inventory level will the stock will store in the warehouse, and the flow is from the supplier, the raw material, into the customer, like that. Yeah, this is what we call as the push system. Yeah, we push the stock into the customer. Yeah, we have a lot of stock, do you want to buy or not, like that. This is the push system. Yeah, meanwhile the pull system is like this. Yeah, it's like the uh, many online marketplace now. Yeah, marketplace now. Let's say I draw this here. Yeah. So each will use the reverse flow. Yeah, the pull system first come from the customer. I want a cloth. Yeah, I buy a cloth in Lazada, and then Lazada get the finished good. Yeah, the finished good information from the customer, and then they require the factory to produce. Yeah, to produce, and then when the factory want to produce, they just buy the raw material. Yeah, it's a simple way to draw and describe the whole system, but I myself have experience. Yeah, we ever have a business that use the POS system, cause many inventory stock that need so many capital stock, the money. Yeah, the money spent a lot in to buy the inventory, and then there is no enough sales for the product. But now the company have changed into the pull system. Yeah, we wait. A customer want a laptop. We just order to the supplier. Suppliers send us the laptop, and then we buy. Customer want 10 flash disks. We order 10 flash disks to the supplier, and then the supplier send to us, and then we say there is no too much inventory, and then also if the customer pay us cash, and then we pay the supplier with the credit. Yeah, the credit, this is the cash. So the uh, the turnover of the product is so high. Yeah, this is a simple this is a simple explanation to describe the difference between push system and pull system, and Lien try to introduce a company to use the pull system. Okay, level up the workload or hejunka. Yeah, so uh, your assignment, your mini assignment today is doing a group. You will download the Toyota Production System Handbook and choose about three concepts or three tools that describe in that book, and to explain them using your own words and giving some example. So you will find one of the concept is hejunka. Yeah. So hejunka is try to uh, talk about to balance your workload in several period. Yeah. Uh, they take the illustration using the tortoise and hare. Everybody know that story. Yeah, everybody know that story, that there is the competition between the tortoise and the hare, and the tortoise keep moving, keep even though the tortoise is so slow, the tortoise is walking, is keep moving to the journey, while hare is sometimes spending time for sleeping, sometimes run so fast, and sometimes spend time eating carrot in someone's field, and so on. So the level out the workload here is try to imitate the tortoise. Yeah, doing small improvement every day. It's quite balanced every day, and finally we reach the target, rather than the hare. Sometimes work too hard, sometimes spend leisure time too many, and finally the hare didn't reach the final line, the finish line. And the next principle is build a culture of stopping to fix problems. Yeah. So this is the concept of the quality assurance. Try to make everybody responsible for quality. It's not depends on certain department. Yeah. Usually, many company rely their quality on the quality department. Yeah, and then the production produce, even though they know there is an error in their product, but they are keep going producing because they want to reach the production target. Yeah. Uh, And the fifth principle, try to make everybody concerned about the quality. If you know about that some defect on the product, stop, fix it. If you know that your machine is dirty and the dirty and full of dust, and then the dust will block the machine and cause the machine breakdown, you need to clean the machine like that. Yeah, so to get the quality right at the first time. Okay, we're still in the second foundation, called as the right process will produce the right result. Yeah, so lean concept is really focused on uh, no matter the result, but we ensure that the right process will produce the right result. Yeah, so the next principle is principle 6, say that standardized tasks are needed and necessary as the foundations for the continuous improvement. So uh, we have, yeah, I'm so grateful that my team, yeah, the industry consists of several members of industrial engineering lecturer in Ubaya. We produce the standard of uh, kerja praktek dua, ya, kerja praktek dua. We produce a standard panduan teknis that we are so proud to announce to the student and to the industry, so they now know how intensive can be done between student of Ubaya and our business partner, the industry that supply the intensive for the students. Let me show you. Maybe this is will be your information. Yeah, information. So just not say that standardized work, standardized work is important. It means that we don't want to rely on someone that only that employee understand the process, and that if the that guy is not attending or is not present at our company, we cannot do anything. Yeah, we are trying to avoid that work is rely on someone. That's why we uh, create or we make the standardized work. It means that if anybody will work the same according to the standard. Yeah, I always say the illustration of standard work is the instruction to cooking the noodle. Yeah, when you buy the samyang noodle, because samyang noodle is come from abroad, we never eat it before, or maybe when you are traveling overseas, you always buy the snack there, the milk, the Thai, the I mean the milk tea in a packaging. Yeah, a packaged milk tea. Yeah, you need to read how to the instruction how to prepare the food. Yeah, so you will get the standard output that you expected, like that. So this is the work that we have been done about last semester, how we can make a standard procedure for KP2. Yeah, you can find in ti.ubaya.ac.id current student administration process. Yeah, you will find many documents there. Yeah, from the first until 10 document. Yeah. So we are so proud to announce that in the standard, in the Panduan, you can see that there is a sequence work to do. Yeah. So which part is involved in the process? Yeah. Like this, what kind of the document? Yeah, so this is an example of us how to create a standardized work. Yeah, so what is the activity, and then which which part is related to this activity, and then what kind of the document. So if we already make the standard procedure like this, every student who take the internship program will behave the same. And also the company, the industry, they will also have the same perception. Yeah, it's not only explaining the activity in the KP2, it's also explaining here, yeah, how the company can, how to write your prosa, how to write your report, and then how the KP2 will be evaluated. Yeah, so we all of will have the same perception now, and then this is the document that everybody know. So it's a we are so proud to announce this panduan, yeah, because it's a hard work, but it will be give a better result, because internship program is one of the most important now in Campus Merdeka, and also in international accreditation. Yeah, international accreditation or certification also require that students have the ability to implement their knowledge in a real problem, in practical industry, in a practical way, in real problem, to give the real solution. And internship is one of the way to achieve it. Okay, the next principle is use visual control and only use the reliable technology. Yeah, reliable technology. So visual control is just the design of the signage, like yeah, it's most helpful when you are in the parking area. Yeah, when you drive in the parking area, you don't, this is your first time, you don't know how to where is the exit and parking area. So when you drive, you read the signage there, it will guide you to the direction that you want. Yeah, that's what we call visual control, especially in the airport. Yeah, especially in airport, it's very important. Yeah. And then reliable technology. Yeah, yeah. Technology, a machine is one of the supporting facility in fluent production flow. Yeah, in the fluent production flow. So yeah, you need to take care about your technology calibration and then maintenance and so on. Okay, the third foundation is talk about the please add value to the organization by developing the human resource and the partnership. Yeah, so principle 9 is talking about the leaders. Yeah, should understand the work. Yeah, and inspire the workers and have the important philosophy and vision. Yeah, and want to teach it to the subordinate. And also principle 10 is develop people who want to follow the company philosophy. Yeah, we try to engage the employee to the leaders and the employee to the company philosophy and company value. Principle 11 is respect your extended network, partners, and supplier, but challenging them and helping them improve. Yeah. So many good company always give education to their supplier. Yeah, such as Unilever. Yeah, they are encourage all of the supplier to apply the several international standards seperti ISO 45001. Ya, I have an experience to supervise a student who have a project to design the ISO 45001 terkait dengan occupation health and safety management system, ya, sistem manajemen kesehatan dan keselamatan kerja. In a company that produce the benang untuk teh celup, ya, benang untuk cat celup, benang itu disupply ke Unilever. So Unilever always encourage their supplier to improve. Yeah, we learn a new tools. Would you mind to learn it too and apply in your company and show the proof to us? So that will make our relationship better. And then if the relationship better, not doubtful, yeah, not doubtful that the Unilever will give hopefully more order to that, to those kind of suppliers. Okay, last foundations is talking about continuously solving root problems, drive organization learning. Yeah, it's talk about keep learning and keep it's a talk about the Kaizen, the improvement, even it's a small improvement, do it. Yeah, do it. Don't stop. Yeah. So principle 12 is talking about the Gemba. Yeah. Gemba is mean that if you want to know the root cause, you need to go yourself to understand the situations. Yeah. I always praise our president, yeah, because he like to do the Gemba, ya. Sida turun ke lapangan, ngobrol dengan workers, ada community, and then find the real problems rather than reading the report that sent to his president table, ya. Gemba. So if you are a supervisor in a company and then there's a problem in the production field, you don't only listen to your subordinate. Yeah, don't listen to your only operators. They will report several problems, and then when you heard from someone and from another person, they sometimes have different problem and different explanation. So it is you need to go yourself to the production field to see the real problem, so you will find the real root cause. The real problem, so you will find the root cause. So principle 13 is talking about the make decisions slow by conscious, considering option, but when implemented, decision rapidly. Yeah. So Japanese companies spend a lot of time in design and planning stage. Yeah, they think a lot, they consider a lot, they really plan, take quite long time, but when implement, it's so fast and they achieve the objective that they want. Yeah, so I give the illustration like this. There is this is a real earlier story that I heard from someone who worked in the Japanese company. Yeah. So when we want to move one things to here, but there is so many others, many obstacle here. This is the machine, and this is the machine. This is also the machine, and so on like this. And then you need to move the things here to the A to B. Yeah. So principle 13. Many Japanese worker are how Japanese how Lean in how Toyota production system inspire is they will spend, yeah, they will do the sequence of work. Yeah, first the forklift need to move for maybe 5 meters and then turn left and then again and then they're planning like this. Yeah, and they spend a quite long time first to define the sequence. Is this a problem? Is this a problem will cause defect to the forklift and the product that want to move, or to the machine A to move to the machine B? Does this have any consequence or any failure, and so on? They will analyze this first until at the end they will get a really reliable workflow. And then after they implement that, A is moving to B in the certain duration time. as expected, and then no defect. Yeah. Meanwhile, we try to compare to how we Indonesian workers are doing job. Yeah, they maybe didn't do the planning like this. Come on, take forklift, and then we will move A to B, and then sometimes they are moving uh, to too far and hit the machine here and cause the machine broken here, and then the forklift is also broken, and then they move here and move here and then back again, and then they will make a complicated workflow, and then they at the end they spend a quite longer time to move the product or machine A to B, and then with so many errors like that. Yeah. So there is the simple illustration about principle 13. The last one is being a learning organization. Yeah. So Ubaya is a learning organization. Every one of us is keep going learning new things through the many roles. Yeah. And to become you become the assistant, you join in the learning assistance LRC, and then you learn new things, and then you try to follow the competition, you also new things learn new things. It's also happen to lecture, and then the ubaya. Yeah. Keep going learning new things, and then now when pandemic we learn a lot about how to adjust ourselves in teaching way, how to use the quiz online to make the exam, and how to ensure the teaching in 3 SKS will effective to deliver. That's why in my perspective, I always combine or do the hybrid. Yeah, sometimes we do the synchronized, and sometimes we do the unsynchronized meeting. Yeah, unsynchronized meeting, you can see the video recording like this. You can turn it again and again when you didn't understand my English. And then synchronized meeting is used for the discussion, for the discussion, for doing for feedback like that. Yeah. Then the next slide is talking about the implementations of the Lean has gone through into 3 stages. The initial implementation is usually focused on one division or department, usually related to the production and service operation. We call it as the Lean manufacturing or Lean service. Then the implementation involve more or broader scope. Yeah, sometimes it's related to involve more than 2 and more division or department, and sometimes it's also apply the concept of lean in the whole company. So we call it as the lean enterprise system. We also have the another stages is the applying lean into the supply chain, yeah, including the 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 party of the supplier party, and the customer party. So if we see this value chain, I try to describe an enterprise system, a business process using the supply using the value chain. We call it the value chain. Yeah, this is the value chain. Usually a company have the primary activity, process inti, and then the supporting activity. Yeah, like if we see we take an example of the vaccine industry. We call this the material flow in the company, and then keep in the inbound logistic, the storage of the raw material, and then this is the manufacturing, and then this is the finished good storage, usually related to the warehouse, and then talking about the marketing and sales service until our product flow came out from this is our company, and then this is customer, and this is the supplier. The main or primary activity, and the primary activity sometimes cannot cannot flow fluently without supporting from the support department like this, the infrastructure, human resource, procurement, and so on. So if we say the example of the vaccine industry, the supporting activity is like the IT department, human resource department, the purchasing department. Yeah, we call it that the supporting department. Yeah. So the implementation of Lien usually focus on the main business, yeah, the main operation, yeah, whether it's production or service operation, and then it's involved from the lean manufacturing or lean service here into broader scope, yeah, into maybe including the inbound and outbound logistic. We call it as lean logistic. We also some applying the lean concept into the hospital, we call it lean hospital. So there is many terms now, yeah, but it's still in the enterprise, in this square, what we call as the company business process or the enterprise system. If the evolution of lean, the third evolution of lean is talking not inside of the company again, but they are talking about the chain here, how lean the connection or the relationship between the supplier and our company, and how lean the process from our product, our finished product, can be delivered to the customer. Lean manufacturing, lean enterprise, and lean supply chain, and lean networking. Yeah, so it also can inspire you to become, if you like it, you can take the focus or the concept that you learn in lean enterprise system now as potential topics for your final projects, final project later in next semester. So the essential of lean is talking about it. Yeah, it's really related to the duration. Yeah, so the focus is to eliminate waste time, so the cycle time is faster, and then when the cycle time is faster, we can get more order, and we also achieve the reduction of cost of the production cost, and one of the focus is also improving the quality. Yeah, but the essential of lean is talking about the you minimize the defect, you eliminate the unnecessary activity, so you can increase the cycle time. So it will eliminate the waiting time for the customer to get the product. Yeah, this is how lean can contribute to quality improvement. Yeah, waste elimination. I mean, the reduction of waste, the reduction of the non-necessary, non-value added activity, the activities that I mentioned before, such as the delay that it's not needed. Yeah, you see the video, the lean, the Lego, yeah, the lean implementation of the video, Lego video. Yeah, how the applying of the lean can help the quality problem, the product, the defect product is less, they has the less quality problems. Then it will be reduce the cost and improve the lead time, and also the safety problems. Yeah, so one the applying of the lean tools is talking about how to keep your environment safe. So let's see the compositions of cost. Yeah, we call it the cost levels. Yeah, this comparing to the cost and the price. When you do the KP1, you usually determine the cost of goods sold HPP, and then you raise your price into 100% or 120% profit margin. It's quite not realistic, yeah, but this is quite realistic. This is the fact, yeah, the fact of the 10,000 US manufacturing company. Usually if we have if I draw about the total, the cost and the profit, the revenue, The material will contribute about 30% of our uh, uh, from the price, yeah, from the selling price here, 37, and then 8% is contribute to the labor, and then 26% is contribute to the FOH, and usually it's will about 60 to 80%, 70%. Yeah. I always tell my students when they have the KP1 consultation that you cannot increase your price so high, but as long as it's simulation, you can put your profit margin as high as possible. But this is the real, yeah. Usually, when you have the selling price here, 70% is your HPP, your cost of goods sold, yeah. 30% is about your profit, yeah. Your profit, and then you will spend about 21% for the expenses, the non-manufacturing costs. Yeah, so this is about the manufacturing cost. I hope that you understand. If you already ambil KP1 or the analysis biaya, this is the non-manufacturing cost. So the remain is here is about 80% net profit or NIAT. Yeah, this is the realistic or most common cost and revenue composition. Yeah, cost of revenue composition. Now, what we want to convey to you through this composition is when you're doing the lean, yeah, you can see here, when you're doing the lean, you can have to reduce some costs like this. Yeah, you can reduce the usage of the direct material cost about 3%, or the reduction about 10%. 10% is come from uh, the 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 improvement is about 3%, ya. Dari 30 turun ke 27 is selisihnya 3%, and then the initial percentage is 30%. So you have an improvement about 10% if you applying the Lien into your enterprise system, and you will get the future prediction like this. Lien didn't concern about the reduction into the labor. We didn't discuss here, but uh, uh, the concept of Toyota production system related to the Muri concept, it's talking about the changing of the environment, using the ergonomics working condition might increase the uh, comfortness of the labels, which impact to a faster working time. We also can reduce the overhead, yeah, because we talk about the how to work faster, so the machine will work less than regular, less than previous. So we also have a reduction in the factory overhead. So this is try to compare between the current condition and the Lien, the implementation of Lien in your future condition. Yeah, you will get about the increase about how many percent? 8%, yeah, in your gross profit. Yeah, and also just assume that other cost is the same. Yeah, you will, the implementation of Lien will bring you about 8 to 10% of the cost reduction. Okay, next, you will know about the metrics. Yeah, we calculate the after the analysis, the data collection, and so on, we usually calculate what we call as the cycle efficiency. Yeah, cycle efficiency, or people call it as PCA, process cycle efficiency, is the division of value added time into the total cycle time or totality time. Yeah, so this is the example. Yeah, if we have about 12 days, 12 days of working time, and then 8 days, 8 hours per day. So we yeah, during the during the during the 12 days we have about 12 multiplied by 8 hours. And then the value added, how to define the 3 hours value added, you will learn after this, weeks by weeks, yeah, how to determine the value added. So from here we can calculate that our PCA is 3, the value time divided into the total time. Yeah, so it's about 3%. Yeah, so the efficiency rate is about 3%. Yeah, 3%. So most world-class quality only have 25% process cycle efficiency. Yeah, so the inefficiency about 75% is potential to be reduced, potential for the quality improvement. Okay. And this is the grocery that you will know: 5S, Hejunka, Jidoka, Just-in-Time Gemba, Waste, Pokayok, Smart, Takt Time, Value Stream Mapping, and Visual Control. Yeah, so this assignment is, please go to the ULS, download the total production system, do it in group, find 3 terms that you like, and then discuss with your friend, your team member, and give the example of every and do not write more than 2 pages. Yeah, 2 pages, this one. And it should be handwriting. Yeah, why? Because uh, we do a lot of things using the laptop, the online. Yeah, people is encouraged to write down using their hands. Yeah, and it's psychology problems. It will increase your understanding when you're learning something while you write it down again using handwriting. Okay. That's all for today. Yeah, so we will meet again when you have questions next week, and we will discuss it. Or you can ask in the line in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Yeah. Goodbye.